Thank you for participating in the University of South Carolina Teacher Preparation Program as a coaching teacher. We are excited to partner with you. This presentation will include information to prepare and assist you with coaching a teacher candidate. This presentation is provided by the EdQuarters Clinical Experiences team with the College of Education. You may find their contact information as well as their associated programs listed here. Please reach out to the coordinator for your program if you have any questions. Contact information for general education coordinators can be found here. If you are coaching a K-12 affiliate candidate, please reach out to Jess MacArthur with EdQuarters for your program's contact. All clinical classroom policies, procedures, and requirements are outlined in the College of Education's Clinical Experiences Manual. This document governs and informs all decisions made by faculty, staff, school partners, and students during every level of experiential learning. Let's take a look at what you'll need to know as a coaching teacher. The Clinical Experiences Manual includes all policies and procedures for all clinical experiences, from freshmen to seniors and beyond. It also includes the College of Education Dispositions rubric, which we will look at in a moment. Information specific to Internship 1 and 2 will become very necessary for coaching teachers and students alike. This manual is also updated and revised each academic year. The full manual, along with all required documents and helpful resources, are available at the tiny URL listed here. We highly recommend taking a look at all of the information available for your use on this website. The College of Education Teacher Preparation Program could not exist without the work and expertise of coaching teachers like you. We strive to make this experience positive, impactful, and meaningful for everyone involved. Let's take a look at some of the responsibilities that you as a coaching teacher will have for the upcoming semester. Things we will ask you to do is to evaluate your teacher candidate on College of Education dispositions. Dispositions are the soft skills and professional behaviors that will help them be better students and eventually better teachers. As a reminder, they are divided into 4 primary dispositions with 10 focus areas. Let's take a look at them in more detail now. The first disposition is integrity. Integrity includes professionalism, and by that we mean punctuality, attendance, and their physical appearance. Ethical behavior, in which we mean honesty and their ability to handle confidential information. And finally, interactions with children and families. We expect our students to be respectful, take responsibility, and bring positivity to their classroom every day. The second disposition is intellectual spirit. This includes classroom participation. Students should be engaging and be enthusiastic about engaging in every classroom that they're in. This also includes preparation, meaning lesson plans, materials, making copies, anything involved with prepping for the day's lessons. This includes sending in their lesson plans 48 hours ahead of their intended teaching time. That does not include weekends. This also includes self-assessment and reflection. Students should be making and accepting suggestions for their own improvement, and they should be positive to all feedback. The third disposition is justice. This includes appreciation of diversity and communicating respect for all students, staff, teachers, administration, and anyone else that the student comes in contact with during the day. Justice also includes providing learning experiences and taking the initiative to understand and meet the needs of all children. The more diverse populations that students have to work with, the better their teaching will be. Final disposition is stewardship, and this means collaborating with professionals, including regular, positive communication with coaching teachers and anyone else that they work with. It also means taking initiative and being resourceful, assisting in the classroom, seeking to grow professionally, and anticipating the needs of not only the students, but also the teachers that they're working with. Assessments. Observational assessments. During Internship 1 and Internship 2 are directed teaching. Teacher candidates will be assessed using the Professional Dispositions rubric, which can be found in the Clinical Experiences Manual and on the earlier provided tiny URL. The disposition assessment will be discussed during the midterm and the final consensus meetings, which we will discuss more momentarily. Action plans. Action plans are support documents that can be used to articulate disposition concerns with plans for correction. We will discuss more of this shortly. Observations and the SCTS 4.0 rubric. You as a coaching teacher will use the SCTS 4.0 rubric to officially score your teacher candidate for each summative observation. Please be realistic about the candidate's lessons and provide appropriate ratings. Exemplary, the number 4, should be used in rare occasions if they are given at all. Conference with your teacher candidate before and after each observation. Be supportive and honest. Attend consensus meetings with the university supervisor when appropriate. The awarding of Exemplary 4 in the SCTS 4.0 rubric. Internships are scaffolded clinical experiences that follow a gradual release model. It is important to recognize the growth and development opportunities for pre-service teachers within the lessons they teach. Analysis of internship SCTS 4.0 data for CAPE illuminated inconsistencies in consensus scores and evidence of score inflation, meaning the overuse of Proficient 3 and Exemplary 4. Veteran educators are considered solid professionals when they earn an average of 3 Proficient on the SCTS 4.0 rubric. If you, as an evaluator, observe a lesson where a teacher candidate meets all of the SCTS 4.0 criteria for an Exemplary 4 score from a particular domain or indicator, the revised SCTS 4.0 documentation form requires a rationale for the awarding of this score. Remember that the SCTS 4.0 rubric is not a checklist. The rationale for awarding an Exemplary 4 score should articulate the clear evidence observed from the criteria provided in the SCTS 4.0. This can be listed in the evidence block of the available SCTS 4.0 rubric. What that evidence looks like to you may vary by classroom, program, and even student. The midterm and final consensus meetings. Coaching teachers, university supervisors, and teacher candidates will meet once at midterm and once at the end of the internship for a consensus meeting. During this meeting, CTs and USs will discuss with the teacher candidate their SCTS 4.0 scores from the summative observations, as well as the scores for the COE dispositions rubric. The coaching teacher and university supervisor should discuss their consensus scores before meeting with the teacher candidate. Provide the teacher candidate time to ask questions, reflect, and request support. Teacher candidates scoring a 46 or less on the final consensus form for the SCTS 4.0 rubric in Internship 1 will be required to be placed on an action plan if progressing to Internship 2. Action plans. Action plans are used as a support for teacher candidates. The earlier we can provide the support for our teacher candidates, the better. Action plans involve the collaboration between the program, the university supervisor, and the coaching teacher. It is created via assistance from your designated clinical experiences coordinator. Action plans are not meant to be punitive. They are meant as support documentation. If you notice anything, including dispositions, that students or interns may be struggling with, please reach out to the university supervisor as soon as possible. Reference pages from the Clinical Experiences Manual that you as a coaching teacher may find useful. All documents can be found on the tiny URL previously mentioned in the video. Thank you so much for viewing this presentation, and thank you again for coaching one of our USC Teacher Prep internship candidates. If you need anything, if you have questions or concerns, please reach out to your clinical experiences coordinator or program coordinator.